When I was able to visit India with Greg, I fell in love with jasmine. And just to see the preciousness of these florals and really what they've meant to cultures and traditions for many, many years. Look at the sourcing of jasmine. Jasmine is a nocturnal plant, so they have to go in at the dark of night to start harvesting these beautiful flowers. They're actually not pollinated by bees like most flowers. They're actually, it's the night insects that actually come from flower to flower and pollinate them. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing to behold. Now, because the jasmine flowers are so very, very fragile, they're very, very delicate. There has never been an opportunity for jasmine essential oil to be produced. It's always been a jasmine absolute, which means you take the oils that come off of these precious blossoms, combined with the waxes, and it creates what's called a concrete. And then that concrete goes through another step where we're able to remove those waxes from the volatiles, which then gives you the absolute. And that's what we've been able to enjoy today, which is absolutely exquisite. I'm in love with it. And never did we think it would be possible for there to be a jasmine essential oil until now. So I want you to open up your secret envelope with me. And I want you to pull out the secret that is inside. And if you open that up, what you're going to see is the first ever in the history of ever a jasmine essential oil. So I want you to take this small vial and open it up with me. And I want you to, if I can get it open, I just drop this on the floor here. I want you to open it up and smell it. All right. You smell that? Is that the most exquisite aroma you have ever experienced in your entire life? So we've been working with our partner in Egypt. And because of the COVID pandemic, it reduced their orders for jasmine this year. And because of that, they had to figure out how to keep their workers busy. How do we keep them harvesting? How do we keep them employed? We've been able to do many different projects with them where they made the Egyptian masks that were really, really beautiful, both for their workers and to be able to sell to make additional income. But they wanted to make sure that they kept harvesting in the field. And so this is the first year, maybe the only year ever in history, that they have had enough flowers to actually start experimenting with an opportunity to create the world's very first jasmine essential oil. So we'll play this video so you can see more about this precious process.
Jasmine Absolute is an amazing product. It is, produced through an extraction process that's safe, that produces an amazing quality product. About 50,000 people work in the supply chain or are supported by the jasmine supply chain in Egypt.
أنا اسمي هالة وباجي هنا المزرعة من 10 سنين.
She's one of our very loyal pickers. She's been here in the farm since 10 years. She chose the jasmine because it's more rewarding than any other crop.
نتعاون مع بعض وبنجمع كويسين مع بعض وبنضحك وبنهزر.
The only drawback is the waking up very early, but otherwise it's a nice job. She likes it, and she comes here with her friends. They laugh, they talked. I think it's a nice social gathering also.
These women work incredibly hard, and an average collector will pick about 3 kilos worth of jasmine flowers in a morning. That's about 12,000 jasmine flowers at a time. It also goes to show how much work and opportunity we can provide for tens of thousands of harvesters that are collecting these jasmine blossoms for 7 months out of the year.
A lot of the production of jasmine absolute, which goes into fine fragrance, that business worldwide probably went down 80%. Our normal clients would not be buying this product in the quantities that they generally buy from us. Quite simply, looking probably at a 50% risk of seeing farmers uprooting the plants.
Our partner really has been working for decades on figuring out and cracking the code of being able to do steam distillation for jasmine flowers.
Jasmine, when distilled, does not yield an essential oil, and everything that existed to this day was basically an absolute, so a solvent extracted material. For the first time, back in October, November, something apparently possible appeared. It's really a bit of a holy grail in oils. It has never been produced in history.
Jasmine essential oil is so unique because of the more floral notes and the different aroma profile and even chemistry that you get from the essential oil versus the absolute. And because of the vast amount of flowers needed to produce it, we really don't think this will be possible to ever do again.
Every day flowers are picked, and it's a very important income for them. doTERRA supported us, and we were able to allow the farmers and the pickers to deliver their blossoms to us.
In many cases, these women harvesters are the breadwinners. They are the ones providing for their family for a multitude of reasons. But being able to support this type of an industry and this amount of harvesters on a regular basis through both our absolute, but also through this jasmine essential oil, is what we're all about, of being able to source the best but help the most. And nowhere is that more apparent and at play than with jasmine.
So how many of you are as excited as I am about this jasmine essential oil? It's probably the only time that you will ever experience this exquisite essential oil. As you heard Tim say, our partner has been working on this, trying to crack the code for decades, but never has he had enough flowers to be able to make this actually work. This was the year that we could make it happen, keeping all of the harvesters working, which means for this project, because we purchased all of the jasmine essential oil that they were able to produce, we were able to employ 50,000 workers over the course of 4 months, which is phenomenal. Now you might be saying, how can I buy this? It's actually so exquisite, so precious, that it would almost be too expensive to purchase. However, we want to make it available for you to earn for free. So stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you how you can earn it yet. We're going to keep you in suspense for just a couple of weeks. But the 1st of April, we're going to come to you and learn so that you can learn how you can earn your very own bottle of jasmine essential oil. Can't wait for you to hear the rest of what's happening today, but I just had to share this super wonderful surprise and about this precious, precious essential oil with you.